Six, five,
Hey guys, this is John,
four,
and I'm playing the Hourly
three,
Bullet Arena on
two,
leechess.org.
one,
Alright, so we just got done playing a
zero.
Hyper Bullet tournament, and now we're playing the normal 1 minute event. And it's probably going to seem like a lot of time. You know, it's just like in batting practice in baseball, they use the weighted bats. Maybe that's what you got to do in normal chess. Play at a faster time control so you get used to a admittedly already fast time control, but hopefully you can play that even better. So we're playing A.A. Shetty in the first game, and I have the bishop pair, so I'm going to slowly try to open up the position. We've played positions of this type before. Usually they take on e4 at this stage, so let's take with the bishop and just see how this develops. I'm going to go bishop f4. All right, so this should be a good development for me. Let's bring this back. They're kind of in a pin with that knight. So let's see if we can somehow exploit that. It's not going to be simple to do so, but maybe I can prepare rook e2 and then this attack on the pin knight on e5. Let's go here just to stop g5. They're spending some time figuring out how to get out of this deal. So let's take that. Let's come here. So now they got to play f6, which looks really ugly. I'm going to come here. Not sure this is the best move, but it's a move of sorts. Feels like one of us is lagging. Possibly, I don't know who. Could just be a Lee chess thing as well. All right, let's play a4 and just try to undermine a bit. Let's take that. Let's go here. See if they want to swap. Okay, I'm going to try to saddle them with some weak pawns and then go after these pawns. I had bishop d6. Bishop d6 was strong there. I'm going to defend this. I still want to go for bishop d6, but I can't anymore. But I'm a little bit better. I can bring my king over to help out the b2 pawn and then go after h6. That's the plan. So let's take this. Also, c4 is quite weak, so maybe we can go after that one. Now I'm starting to think it's maybe A.A. Shetty who is lagging. So they're pretty far behind on the clock. They need to activate their rook. Let's go here just to stop any activation plans. I'm going to take the A file myself now. And then give a check and go pick up this bishop. Alright, he resigned. So, back to tournament. And we've got quite a few players in this one. Marcel. Alright, I'm going to berserk. I'm going to try it. 1446. There's a lot of players in the field. So I feel like we got to see if we can press our advantages early on. Whoa, they're going crazy as far as sacrificing a knight on g6. I think that's the fastest I've ever seen someone sacrifice their queenside knight on g6. I can't ever remember that happening, so... Okay, this player is completely playing nutso. Now we're hitting their queen. Let's hope they hang that. Alright. We're still going to get at this rook over here. Maybe we'll give a check on g4 next. Okay, he gives a check before us. We'll take this knight on the next move. Bishop g4 looks good. Yeah, let's give a check there. I fully expect him to take it. He does not, though. So now maybe knight c2 or some other move. Let's castle. He is ahead on the clock. He can give a few checks, but there's nothing dangerous here. Queen to a5, I just play king b8. I guess he has queen e5, slightly annoying. But again, I should be able to escape that. Okay, let's take there. Okay, let's take that. If queen e5, I'll have to play the queen back to d6. Otherwise, we're crashing through on d2. Okay, he's giving up some material. But now he's definitely lost. We can take our time. Checkmate. Okay, back to tournament. Luke, DMS, 1387, has 8 points. They've beaten Deep Veller already? Wow. And they're playing Brain Slip right now. Impressive. Schrambo. Okay, Schrambo is getting the g6 treatment. They're developing their bishop quickly out to g5. Probably they'll play c3 or something like that, trying to consolidate. Knight c4 is probably not a move I should have allowed. I guess I'll just come back with my queen. Some of my pieces are a bit misplaced, like d5 could be pesky. Let's play d5 ourselves just to try to rule that out. Let's see if we get a capture here. We do. Let's go knight e4, hit this bishop. Maybe rook b8 next move. Ooh, free bishop. I like that free material. And a free knight, too. Okay, so we're up 2 minor pieces. Let's play rook b8, just hit that pawn. I'll go here. If he takes, we can take with the knight and simultaneously guard e7. So he resigned. So 9 points, 75 players. Lufo is next. Hello, Lufo. How's it going? Lufo decided to berserk with me in the final game of last tournament. We both berserked in a hyperbolic game. So that's at least one reason to check out that video. 15 seconds versus 15 seconds. It was intense. Okay, I'm going to play for knight e5. I expect him to castle, so let's try to get the knight in there and maybe prop it up with the f-pawn now. I like this plan, because now if he takes, he's going to be opening the f-file for me. Let's go g4. We're going to try to attack him here. I'm going to go queen e2 just to defend these points, but I want to go for g5. That's the main plan, for sure. He's kind of maneuvering to try to use this e4 square, so let's see if we can stop him in some sense. All right, we're winning a pawn. This is nice. Oop, we got mate on h7. All right, so we win that game. Back to tournament, 13 points. Berserker, Kundariano, French and Slav, national master of the chess pawn. Happy Sunday to you guys. If you're watching football and rooting for a particular team, I hope that your team does well in the NFL playoffs. If you don't care about football or are outside the U.S. and probably don't care about football, then I hope your Sunday is going swimmingly. Let's go c4. I'm going to play for e4 if I can. I think black can play f4 here, though. I'm not sure about this setup for white. Okay, I guess I'll take. And then let's go rook e1 and try to put some pressure on the e5 pawn. How about that? So let's go here. This is a little fragile for black, but then again, he does dominate the center at the moment, so I got to be careful. Knight b4 could be really annoying. I should not have played that last move. I'm going to give up the exchange just to see if we can try to defend. It's not very good, but yeah, I made a mistake. At least it takes him a moment to reorganize and consolidate the exchange, so perhaps I can use that time to my advantage. That doesn't threaten anything, so let's just go here. This is defended by my queen, and this knight does a good job of defending that square. Let's go here and try for this. Although I'm kind of worried about this knight jumping somewhere. So let's see if we can ward off his queen so we can get into the f5 square. That's important. Okay, so now we jump in, and actually there's certain pressure against g7 and f6. Let's go c5. Why not? Let's play bishop f1. Just pin him. Take that. Let's go here. Time-wise, we're doing okay. This is not too bad. And we got the exchange back. That's the most important thing. Ooh, that's a free piece. Okay, let's just drop this back. He can take our knight. I missed that he can just take that. He can play queen g6 and try to trap that errant bishop. Let's just keep pushing, see what we can come up with. Okay, let's come here. Attacking the knight. He has no time left. This is his problem. All right, so we win that game. Fortunately, my opponent took a lot of time on the clock trying to figure out how to use their extra exchange. But yeah, I should not have allowed knight into b4. That hurt me. Berserker is next. I'm going to stay with g6 and bishop g7. Seems to be working okay. We're going to get a Benoni type position. Let's play for a6 and b5 if we can. Maybe go for kind of a Benko, but he shut that down. So now I'm going to switch back to Benko-like play. Put the knight here and maybe run the h-pawn. I think this is not a bad plan. Let's go here. Just trying to weaken him a bit. If ever f4 is played, I get knight g4, which is quite nice. So let's do this. I want to play for b5. That's a common plan when you're playing the Benoni. Here I'm opening my dark square bishop. Let's open this further. We're going to let him take a6 because I win b2 at the end. Okay, so now let's play bishop b5. Try to make some progress here. So I'm attacking his rook. Let's bring up our a-pawn too. I'm really liking our position now. I think this is tough for him. And with a3 coming, we're going to break up his position even further. Take that. Rook b1 maybe on the horizon. Okay, now I'm going to go after this pawn. I could have taken with a rook, but I think this is even stronger. So let's take that guy and give a check. See, that pawn on h3 takes away a vital square. Harder for him to use his material when he's pinned like that. Okay, let's push this. The d-pawn's a bit dangerous, so I do have to watch that. But on the whole, I think I have everything covered. So now his knight's under attack. If knight c3, I can just take it with my bishop. Let's bring this in. We're just going to play for the flag now. No reason to do otherwise. Okay. Let's throw in a check there, and we went on time. 21 points. Samij H, Virgo power. Let's just keep playing normal. Not going to berserk this one. Unnecessary, I believe. Okay, let's play for c4 and try to break up the center a bit. And now I'm going to play e3 and look to take here, maybe. Okay, we'll play rook e1, just so if bishop h3, I can always drop my bishop back. Now we're going to do this and try to take here. And I think black has to be a little careful, because he doesn't want the position to become too open. He was stopping knight b5, but now we can kind of focus on this. Let's do this. This looks strong. Because if he takes a couple times, I think b7 is going to be weak at the end of this line. Now we get knight e5 in. And there's a lot of good stuff happening towards this direction. See my bishops? Yeah, now I get to capitalize discovered attack on the queen. Okay, we'll take that. Still attacking the queen. Then we can take e7 next. Let's play queen f3, attack this. We still got discovered attack potential here. Okay, we'll take. So we're up a piece, plus rook e5, followed by rook over here is a threat. Rook g5 would be mate. Okay, we can give a check here and then take his queen on the next move. So Virgo power resigns. 4 points ahead of the field, but Samij H, 2464, is coming on strong. They've recovered from a loss to A.A. Shetty, who is in 7th place currently. And Colin. Hello, Colin. Okay, let's continue with g6. I know I've played this before against Colin, and in fact, I think I was losing or close to it against him, and he was lamenting the fact that I got away in the comments to one of those videos. Look at this. He's coming after me. Yeah, all the pawns forward. He's not being shy. Here I'm threatening c4, which traps this bishop. Yeah, so he can get a pawn or two for it, like queen takes b4 and then take on d3, but not enough compensation. I'm just going to go here and try to take this with the knight. Now he's got to move his queen again. Let's take this guy. More exchanges going on. I'm going to take this pawn and attack the knight, since we're threatening mate in the process. Yeah, big problems for white here. Now we're going to try to drive away the queen, which is defending the knight, so he resigns. 29 points, but a lot of streakers up here in the top 4. Probably going to play some of those guys. French and Slav, next opponent. Just playing g6 in every game with black, apparently. Ooh, finally we get a Gingy Indian. It's been a while. Let's play kind of safe and sound. French and Slav seems to know what to do against this line, so yeah, they're probably going to get an edge out of this opening, I predict. We'll find out. Although actually, this is all right for black. I don't mind this at all, because c4 is going to be hard to defend. So, you know what? I'm going to give them the exchange. I'm going to let them play knight c7 and go win the exchange, because I think the position after they win that exchange is kind of bad. And in fact, let's check here, and then we're going to take this guy. He can check e6, but just king back is fine. So I'm kind of playing for an endgame edge in doing this. But rook d1. Rook d1 is very annoying. I missed this move. I somehow missed that he could do this. All right, so I just got to go for a bunch of pawns now, unfortunately. Let's try to attack. Yeah, he recovered nicely there. I saw it after the fact. I hate it when that happens. Okay, let's bring this knight over. Go after that bishop. He can just double up, though. Yeah, this is a well-played game by French and Slav. We'll try to make the most of our queenside pawns, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, they could play g4 whenever they want and just trade down. All right, I'm going to resign this game. Nice game, French and Slav. All right, so now we're not on a berserk streak anymore. I am Casablanca. Okay, I actually know who this is. They were in one of my previous tournaments. This is International Master Casa Corley, who I actually saw in London recently. I think the last time he played a tournament on Lichess, he was not displayed as an IM. So now he is, though. But yeah, strong player. He actually plays under the Danish flag as far as his federation, but he's American. Very tricky and good intuitive player. Like, I like the way his style flows. We actually have kind of similar styles in that respect. Okay, I'm going to do this. He's going to take on c3, but I'll take with the pawn. This is a battle of the two bishops versus the two knights. Let's go c4 and try for e5. I'm going to try to run him over in the center. I think it's going to be an issue for him. Hard to keep his position together. Unless he does that, though. Okay, let's go here. That other knight is coming. Okay, well, let's do this. It can take e5, though. I probably shouldn't have played that move. Let's push this. I'm going to try to cause some problems. If I got into f6, it wouldn't really work, so let's do this. That knight might be coming to g5. It is. He could take e5 now. Okay, let's give a check here. I just want to see how he responds. All right, I guess I'll take. We got to come back now. I'm way down on time in this game, too. That's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, he defended well. And I kind of let him off the hook, too. Not a good game. Watch out for that pesky knight. This is totally lost. That knight is so strong on c5, too. He knows it. Okay, let's try to pin him at least, but he can easily get out of that pin. We're going to have to hurry. Let's give a check. I mean, I'm going to try for a flag, but it's about my only hope at this stage. You can play knight g5 and try to trade down. Let's bring this back. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be losing. Okay, nice game by him. Yeah, I had an initiative with the bishop pair, but it didn't pan out. So, good game to Casablanca. And he late joined, too, so watch out for him. All right, I need to get back in the action here. Chess Scene is the next guy. 22.93. There's not a lot of time left, actually, too. So we need to hurry. Let's play d4. Just stop him from playing e5. It's kind of a weird Grunfeld, like, hybrid type position. Plays for f5. Strange. Okay, let's play bishop f4. I guess e3 is fine. Don't want him to trap our bishop, though. Let's go here. Maybe d5 in the future. For now, it's not working, but I think c4 followed by d5 could be a good plan going forward. Let's play the knight into e5. We're attacking g6. He might be able to play g5, however. Ooh, big deal that we get to take that and then take the rook. That is very nice for us. Let's put the bishop in and then maybe go for d5. This looks like the correct way to play. Okay, I'm going to take here. He is hitting the bishop, but this is good. So let's just convert the material now. We'll play bishop into d5. Take that. Problem is the position's kind of closed. That's the only reason why it's going to be mildly difficult to convert. Okay, now I get to go check and maybe go after this pawn. Okay, so let's take that. He swaps the queens. Let's go here. He's going to stick the knight in on f3 probably, or a different square. Let's bring this up. Bring this over. Push. Cover the back rank. Let's give it check. I'm going to cover this square too. He can take c3, but he's not doing it. Let's go after the A pawn. Let's give a check. Push this pawn. Okay, just going to play for G7. We got to get our rook behind, though, to stop that pawn, first of all. I think I can just do this. Take that guy. We're too far ahead on the clock. Just don't want to stalemate him now. That's the only thing. Is that stalemate? I don't think so. Checkmate. Okay. So that took a little while to win. We're still in first place, but look at all the people who are close by. AA, Shetty, and especially Samij H. I just got to win this game. I'm not going to berserk it. I don't know what the proper play is, but I don't want to blow it. So let's try this and see how it works. I'm going to go knight e5. So French and Slav beat us last time, so we have to handle them with care. Okay, let's take this way. They can't take twice on e5 because they would run into rook e1. So I think we can afford to do this and try to prop up our knight. Let's go bishop e3. I think I can take here now. It looks like a free pawn. And we're attacking f7 at the same time. So 2 bishops looking good. Let's just simplify. Go here. Play b3. a4 looking good as well. Let's bring this up. Put this rook on c4. Yeah, and they can't really defend that pawn. Now we get f5 in. Let's just take here, bank another pawn. Bring this rook behind. So we're on our way to converting this extra material. Let's play c4 just to make sure they can't move that. Now we'll go here. Probably going to try to trade a pair of rooks. This looks like a good plan. Let's give a check here, then go after this guy. He can't take b3 because he gets back rank mated. All right, so we win this game, fortunately. How are we shaping up? Samij went ahead. Yeah, and he's going to be on a doubling streak as well. I still haven't played that player. BMWC, you definitely haven't seen my 100% Berserks video then. You didn't see that one. All right, Colin, let's do this thing. I'm going to try to take him out using this Berserk strategy. I mean, I don't know if this is a good plan or not, because Colin can definitely cause some damage on his own. So, ooh, that's a free piece, though. That's good. Let's take that. Bishop g2. Does bishop g2 work for him? Oh, my gosh. That was kind of unlucky on our parts. I'm going to try to maneuver and get this knight over. Go attack this pawn on d4. Okay, let's do this. See if we can get some trades going. Double up. Okay, give a check and then go after this pawn down here. This looks nice for us. He can't really put a rook on the second rank for fear of bishop d4. Let's take that for sure. All right, so we win that Berserk game. That's crucial. We're still a point behind against Samij. Maybe we can play them, though. And AA Shetty's right in there, too. I mean, he's within striking distance. I have a 3-point lead, but that's really nothing when push comes to shove at the end. Let's see if we get another Berserk opportunity. Kundariano. You know what? I'm going to try it. I just don't really know how this is going to shape up with not that many players left in the field. So, or not much time left, I should say, and a couple players hunting me down. So let's just see how we can play this. Okay, I'm going to take that once, and then go knight f6. Kundariano is playing very slow right now, so that does help a bit. Let's go here, see if they want to trade. They do. Okay, let's bring this back. We better play it safe. As I said, this could be a really bad decision. There's really no way to tell for certain. But as long as I'm able, I'm going to fight. Let's get that knight out of there. Play for g5 after this. Then probably f4 to come. Let's play b5. Just open up the queen side. Or try to. Alright, take that. Let's go here. They need to hide their king. Okay, let's take that. I need a castle, though. That's what I really need to do. Okay, maybe knight a3 check was possible for me. Let's check here. and then bring this over. Let's put a queen here. We're going to try to go after... Okay, well... We're fighting. We're doing our best here. They're low on time. Let's go for the swap, right? Let's give it a check. Oh boy, no. No, 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 no. Just looking for the queen. That was almost a disaster. I'm gonna get the victory, but yeah, I let that B pawn by. All right, 2 points in the lead with 10 seconds remaining. Can we hold it? Don't win, Samaj H. Don't win, AA Shetty, please. Just stay. Scores stay as they are. 2, 1. Oh, I think we won it. I don't want to say anything prematurely, but I think we won. Whew. All right. So we got the victory at the end. We held out. Turns out, I guess, that Berserk didn't matter, but the fact that we won quick did matter. I mean, if that game had lasted another 20 seconds, then we don't win that tournament. So we took 2 losses in the middle of the tournament to French and Slav, and then Casablanca. I think the game against French and Slav, we had a good position. I think that exchange sacrifice was sound, but I missed rook d1, after which I think I'm losing a piece. And against Casa Corley, he played very well that game. He just played a lot faster than us, and he had a position at one point where I really couldn't do anything. I was down a pawn, and I was down on the clock. It was pretty much a foregone conclusion that he would win. So he outplayed us in that game. Anyways, we get the victory, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I'll be back again soon, as always, with another video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.